Hey guys, welcome back to the Nomadic Foodie. My name is Kat, and today I am so excited to share this video with you guys of everything we ate in the Florida Keys as far as key lime pie is concerned. There are different variations of key lime that we tried, from fried key lime pie to key lime pie cheesecake and more. So if you're looking for anything key lime inspired in the Florida Keys, this is for you. So let's go. So we are starting off in Key West. This is the birthplace of key lime pie. This is at the Key Lime Pie Bakery, and on the front of the bakery the sign says that it's the birthplace of key lime pie in Key West, Florida in 1856. Now that is a historical date. So this was a really fun place. They had souvenirs in here as well. They make everything fresh in here. You can actually see them working here. So we actually tried the key lime cheesecake. We love cheesecake, and this did not disappoint. It was sweet but not too sweet, and it wasn't really tart either. There was definite key lime in here, but it wasn't too tart at all. It wasn't too sweet, and really creamy, rich, delicious. 5 stars. I loved it so much here. It was really, really good. So definitely check out Key Lime Pie Bakery for their key lime cheesecake. All right, so not too far from that, you're going to go to Kermit's. So this is another key lime pie variation. And here at Kermit's, you can actually get a key lime pie dipped on a stick. I don't really know what I was expecting actually, but the crust was in there too. So they actually take an entire slice of pie, put it on a stick, I guess, and they dipped it in chocolate. So this was a really cold, sweet treat. It's perfect because it's super hot in Florida, and this was really refreshing. I will say it was really sweet for us. So depending on your own palate, this might be really sweet for you guys. We actually shared this, me and my husband, and one was enough for us. It was so rich and sweet. This definitely had more of a kick to it. The key lime was undeniably in here. You can't tell me there's no key lime in here, because this was a lot more tart. Of all the key lime desserts we tried in the Keys, this one, the key lime kind of hits you in the face. It was very key limey. So that could be a good or bad thing depending on your taste. For us, it was really strong. But if you are a fan of that tangy, slightly bitter key lime flavor, you should definitely check out Kermit's. Kermit's had the strongest key lime flavors in their dessert. And just a little tip as well, Kermit's has a really cute seating area, especially if you are here for the cooler months. Even in the summer, it's going to be hot outside, of course, but it's shaded. They have little tables around this koi pond, and there are orchids here. It's just a really cute little area to sit and eat. Okay, so we are actually heading north of Key West. We are going to Marathon. So we're gonna check out Porky's. I have mentioned Porky's before. We love their sushi here, and they are actually really close to Big Pine Key, where Bahia Honda State Park is. So that's a little bonus tip. If you are going to visit Bahia Honda State Park and you want a really good restaurant, check out Porky's, and you can see more of that on the top right hand corner after this video. But Porky's now, they had a fried key lime pie. So they took a cold slice of key lime pie, they breaded the whole entire thing, and then they fried it for literally 2 seconds according to our waiter, and voila, you have this fried key lime pie. This was probably my favorite dessert in the Keys. It was so delicious, creamy, of course, wasn't too sweet, wasn't too tart. It was just perfectly balanced, as all things should be. And the fried crispiness was sweet, but not too sweet once again. And actually the breaded part of this key lime pie tasted like it had some cinnamon in it, which brought out all the flavors together. I loved the texture here. It was crunchy on the outside, creamy on the inside, and it was so good. So if you do pass by Marathon or Porky's, definitely get the fried key lime pie. I really recommend this. Okay, so moving on to ISLAMORADA. So this is a little more north of Marathon. This is Bob's Buns, and they are known for their sticky buns, and they were actually featured on the Travel Channel. And I love local places like this, and the exterior is pretty unassuming. It's not a fancy place, but their food was so delicious. As you walk into the restaurant, you're going to see this really nice display of pastries. So they have everything from cinnamon buns, sticky buns, they have muffins, they have brownies and and scones. And as you can see from their bakery case, there are some seriously good options here. Look at this chocolate chip cookie, man. Just look at that. It looks so good, right? It was hard, but we chose the key lime cookies. This is actually their #1 seller. So this is 24 mini cookies, and it was chewy. It was almost like a shortbread texture where it's not like soft, just enough chewiness to it. It was a sweet cookie, and you can definitely taste the key lime in it, but it did not overpower the sweetness. And what I really loved about this is they had coconut flakes in the cookies, which totally just brought the whole thing together. So I felt like it was a little pricey for, 24 cookies. It was like 11 bucks when we got it, which I was like, wow, that's a lot of money for this bag of cookies. But these can also make great souvenirs if you can resist eating all of them. These will make great souvenirs. I actually did a experiment. So I took, a handful of these cookies and I put them in a plastic container and stuck it in the freezer for like 2 weeks. And it was perfect. It was perfectly preserved. It was just like I bought it yesterday. So this is a really good choice if you want to bring home something from your Keys vacation. And they can also make great souvenirs if you don't eat everything. And it's also a good thing to have in a car. So if you're driving, taking a road trip, you can just have a bag of these cookies. It's super delicious. So I do recommend Bob's Buns key lime cookies. We got a slice of key lime bundt cake, and it was so moist, and it was just infused with key lime. We actually took this to the beach with us, and it pairs well with sunshine. It was really good. I recommend the key lime bundt cake as well. And this is a bonus one. This is not a key lime item, but we couldn't help it. We got a caramel sticky bun, and this was so rich and decadent. I managed to snag this picture before my husband finished eating it, so this is half the size. But you can definitely get this too. They have really, really good sticky buns as well. So next up, we are going to Key Largo. And so this is Sundowners. And I have mentioned them before. If you are looking for delicious food, this is not our first choice. But this is the key lime pie we got. This was a very traditional key lime pie. Very generous amount of meringue. It does lean more towards the sweet side versus the tart side. And it had just a hint of bitterness from the key lime. But overall, I felt like this was just a very classic traditional key lime pie you would expect. You finish it off with a graham cracker crust, and just look at this view, right? I mean, this is a pretty good view to eat your key lime pie too. So if you are in Key Largo, which is actually not a bad day trip from Miami, if you're gonna come to, to the Keys from Miami, and you decide to head to Sundowners for the sunset dining, you can check out their key lime pie. But I would say it's pretty standard. It's not bad, but I wouldn't write home about it, So yeah, all in all, a decent pie. Now I saved the best for last. If you want to talk about key lime pie with a view, I would head to Sunset Key. Now, where is Sunset Key, you ask? This is a private island off of Key West. So this restaurant is called Latitudes. There are only 3 ways to get here. You can either make a restaurant reservation, which we did. You could stay at one of their cottages, which starts at like $1,200 per night. That's where it starts. Or you can book a spa treatment. So those are the 3 ways to get to this private island. But we came here for lunch, and I did a full video on that. If you want to see that, it's on the top right hand corner. You can check it out after this video. So here is another key lime pie, and I chose to include this in this video because it's just such a unique way to eat your key lime pie. Yes, it's just another key lime pie, but you're on a private island. The boat ride is included. So when you do come to this restaurant, you just get taken to this private island. You have an awesome, relaxing lunch, and I really loved it, you guys. So what they did with this key lime pie, it wasn't too overpowering. Of course, I tasted the key lime, but it was more sweet to me than tart. And they did add these extra garnishes, and this is the raspberry coulis, this red sauce you see here, and they topped it off with a dark chocolate stick. So this is a pretty good pie. It wasn't, extraordinary, but what was extraordinary was this view. And so to me, this was my favorite way to eat key lime pie on vacation. So there you go. These are my different key lime pie variations throughout the Florida Keys. So of course, there are a bajillion different key lime pies and key lime pie variations. I didn't cover all of them, but I tried to include things that were a little more interesting. So let me know, which one was your favorite? Would you try any of these, or which one sounded the best to you? So I hope you enjoyed watching this video. I really have fun telling you guys this. I love food, and I just loved going to different parts, you know, throughout the Keys and just checking out the different takes on key lime. And I hope you guys enjoyed this. And if you did enjoy this, please give me a thumbs up. I really appreciate that, you guys. And if you want to see more travel guides on where to eat and where to go and where to visit, please subscribe and stay tuned.